This is just another reason why it's gonna piss me off when another big wins MVP.
No, I know.
And this is one of the things I wanted to
Luka
talk
should win the
about
MVP.
because do you? Okay, let me say I understand why Jokic and Joel are winning these MVPs and are top two in these MVP votes or race in the race. Like I understand. I see where people who think they are the MVPs. I see where they're coming from.
Sure.
But I feel like okay, so when Steph Curry changed the game, right? When Steph Curry won his MVP in 2016, um, we didn't really see that before.
No.
And the way he played the game changed the NBA.
Sure.
And now we're seeing something we haven't seen before, which is these bigs that are just
We haven't seen it in a long time.
yeah in today's game, and especially since it turned into this small ball shooters and this and that, and then now it's turning back into you got these two bigs who are just dominant offensively, defensively. They can shoot, they can pass, they can score, they can do everything. They can do it all. Um, they need to stop getting credited more than other players just because they're doing something that we haven't seen in a while.
Exactly.
Because we've seen it. Like
The majority, like the NBA, was that
no,
for
no,
a
but I'm
long.
saying like the last 3 years, like okay, we get it, we get it. Bigs are
Yeah.
important, bigs are
Sure.
valuable, but we don't have to keep running with this narrative where it's like, but at this size, we haven't seen something like this. It's like okay, we've been seeing it because and let's not forget who was winning them before. Giannis is a big, like
Sure.
like I'm saying, like we've
So the
seen it.
past 5 or 6 years have been bigs. But
Why?
then you got a dude like Luca who's fucking 6'7", averaging 34, basically 9 and 9.
Which and what has Dallas done for him? Gave him Kyrie.
Kyrie, an
Thanks,
old Kyrie.
thanks. Oh,
This kid, we forget that this fucker's 24 years. I forget that he's 24
oh,
years old.
my One Piece Kyrie isn't playing tonight. I'll just drop 73. I'll just
70.
do that. Like I don't know. I just think
And I was gonna say because he like took so many more shots. That's what I thought it was. And then you look 2 days ago against or 4 days ago against the Celtics.
hmm.
He put up 30 shots and scored 33. He put up 33 in this game and put up 73. He was 25 of 33.
Yeah, I mean it's just like you got people like him. And I know you're not the biggest Tatum fan, but you got Tatum who's got somebody next to him who is the highest paid player in the league and is the best player on the team. Talking about Tatum, Tatum is the best player on the team. Standing
Agreed.
next to someone like Jaylen Brown who's getting the money, getting paid. He's playing in then he's is playing better than Jaylen Brown is. Plain and simple. He's always been better than Jaylen Brown. I kept
Yeah.
like fumbling. I didn't really know where to go with that, so I just put it out there.
But Jalen's the highest paid because they had to pay him. They had to give him a supermax.
Like, why is that? Like, I feel like that should be as big as I feel like that should be that MVP narrative should hold as much weight as the same narrative it's been for Jokic and Joel the last 3 years. Because it's not only because think about it when Jokic wins it should have been Joel, and then when Joel won it should have been Jokic. So we're
Jokic.
sitting here going, no, it should have been this guy that we haven't seen uh ever. It should be this guy. It's like why can't we get over these two bigs that are good at basketball? I don't
I'm
understand it.
I'm well over them. I'm well long and past these fuckers.
But
I don't care. I'd rather see Luca drop a shit ton of points in fucking NBA.
but it's obvious that every sport the MVP is narrative driven on
Sure.
and off the court, field,
But I don't get
wherever.
the narrative. Like the narrative doesn't make any sense. Like for me, the NBA would profit way more if they were pushing the narrative of these smaller guys, of a Tatum, of a Luca, real superstars, not fucking MB.
I mean, it's just the narrative is washed. Like I get it. How long can
Because
you
back,
repeat? Because to me, it's like if we're gonna keep going with this same narrative over and over and over again, then there was a good 5 year span where LeBron should have been MVP every year
100%.
because
I mean, and I think that's like it's the truth. Like LeBron should not have what 4?
4.
He should have more than that.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know, bro. I don't get
And
the
and
MVP
this
thing.
and this I guess is where the difference is between who's the MVP and who's the best player in the league. It's not
Well,
always.
we've always
It's rarely
known,
lined up.
but I already understand it's because they say it's like it's not the best player, it's the most valuable player, but it's like how can you like I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, when I say this, it's like, well, obviously this is what the argument. This is why people argue it. But it's like, how can you argue against somebody who truly thinks, yo, or Luca is the most valuable player in the NBA? If we're talking about who's the most valuable to their team, like what I don't care what you say about Jokic. There's nothing you can take away from Luca to not say that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's a regular season award. And it's I don't know. I don't get it.
The
I'll
Mavericks are
never
25 and 20,
I'll never understand the
and Luka's averaging 34.
I'll never understand the NBA MVP thing. Which I mean, I think we kind of figured out
Well, of recent history.
it's who changes the league. It's not the most
See,
valuable.
but
It's not the most valuable player. It's the player that has to make the most teams change to try and beat that team. Which I guess you could say that makes you the most valuable, but I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, every single year there could be a different reason why you're the most valuable, and there could be a
sure.
different like I don't know, like they're like I don't think every single year teams were going into the NBA, like teams were going into the season going like, all right, well, we gotta build our team to defeat Jokic and the Nuggets.
No one's doing
It's like I
it.
think there's a lot of teams who run a way different system than the Nuggets and are fully confident that they can beat Denver.
100%.
So I don't know. I don't know how the voting works for the no, I don't. I don't know what the percentage is and how it's broken down and who gets votes for NBA MVPs, but I'm probably gonna disagree with whoever wins it this year. But at the same
Well,
time, it's like
I mean,
I won't because I get it, but I just feel like it's not fair to
I don't.
even because I don't feel like anybody but these two bigs are even considered.
I don't get it. Like the fact that Joel won was basic. It was a pity MVP. It was hey, you had 3 great years that were matched by Jokic, and here you had a slightly better year statistically. Here's an MVP award. It's like why? Like Jokic hasn't gotten worse
Well, I
in that
mean,
he won back to back. He wasn't worse the year after that. If anything, he was better. And now he doesn't win the MVP. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
Joel's was a pity MVP. If you were going to give it to him this year, why didn't you give it to him 3 years ago?
it's just something like I don't know because you can't even say it's stats if Luca finishes the year with a scoring title, it's not gonna matter. Like it's
No, I mean KD's got what 4 or 5 scoring titles and 1 MVP.
yeah. So I don't know.
But KD didn't have 9 rebounds and 9 assists a game.
No, but KD, it's like I've said this before. I think what KD does at his size is more impressive than what Jokic and Embiid do at their size.
I agree.
Because
But Jokic, I mean, Luka is a point guard who's averaging damn near a triple double and 35 points.
yeah, there you go.
Pretty fucking insane.
There you go.
I think that's way more insane than a fucking big Dumbo who likes horses just dumping balls in the baskets and throwing passes behind his fucking back.
and that's the thing when you compare someone like Jokic to KD, it's like I think KD.
It's not even fucking close.
I think KD is he is who he is. It's a lot more skill based for KD compared to Jokic, who it's like yeah, using your size to your advantage is a skill, but I don't think that's as impressive as the handles that KD has at 7 foot. Like it's like bro, it's not even close to me. It's really
No.
not close to me. So that's really all I got to say about the MVP, especially after Luka doing what he did, dropping 73.
But with KD, if KD was a foot shorter, he would still be good at basketball. If Jokic was a foot shorter, he would suck dick.
Well, that's what James Harden. I mean, that's basically what James Harden was saying about Giannis. If Giannis wasn't as big as he was, he wouldn't be in the league. You know, it's
It's
like
1,000%
it's a lot.
true.
It takes a lot less skill when you're that big.